Hello and welcome to Hexed Encountered. I'm Joe. In this video, we will be continuing our playthrough of a campaign in Storm of Steel, Ju-87 Stuka, Eastern Front, from Compass Games and designer Joe Fernandez. We will be picking this up with Mission 5. Mission 4, if you did not watch it, we got our butts handed to us. It did not go well. We had 2 aircraft shot down and scored a whopping 50 amongst 3 aircraft that took part in the mission, which was bad. And in hindsight, I should have taken 4 because it should have been a milk run, but the anti-aircraft really chewed us up. So we will move on and we will pick things up here with mission selection. So we roll our trusty D10 and we get a 5. And a 5 is airfield. So our target will be an airfield, which is what our target was in our very first mission of this campaign. And I forgot to roll the D10, and it's 5. So we go to Zone 5. That is where our mission is. That is not a great one, but it is what it is. Okay, so the next step is to decide ordnance, and I'm going to go with the big C-1000s on Rudel and Stein's aircraft, so they will both pack the big WAP, the big, will both pack a punch. That's what I was trying to say. And then these guys will get the standard mission ordnance of 1 SC-500 and 4 50s, SC-50s. So we get to write into the mission, basically. So let's draw our event card. We move to 1. Draw an event card. Lost rabbit foot. Add 1 CS to a randomly selected crew. Take our cup. We draw out a chit. It is number 3. So number 3 is Weigel, who managed to avoid stress last mission, but is not lucky this time. So 1 stress for that crew. All right. Now we don't get interception in Zone 1. So we move to Zone 2. And we roll again. And we get a 2. And a 2 in June, July of 41 is no contact. Let's, we got to draw this first. Spots in the distance. Your wingman calls over the radio, fighters at 12 o'clock. You coolly reply, relax, Hans, they are just birds. No effect. Now we'll go to 3 and we'll draw the event card first. That's how I like to do it. Mechanical failure. Randomly select 1 aircraft and subtract 1 zone from range. Okay, quick check of the rule book. The Stuka's range is 12, which is 6 out and back. So if we subtract 1 from that, it would be 11, which means they can still get to that. But let me pull a chit just in case we hit that again. That would be number 1. That's Rudel's aircraft. Hopefully that does not happen again. He'll have to abort. So let's roll for interception here for Zone 3. We get an 8. An 8 is 1 I-16. All right, let's check our Luftwaffe escort here. So we roll 1d6. Oh, come on. And it's a 2. All right, so a 2 is, we are in Zone 3. A 2 in Zone 3 is -2. So the escort has shot down the enemy. We move on to Zone 4. Tailwind, move Staffel to the next zone. Don't roll for intercept. Sweet. So we don't have to check for intercept or an event in our target zone, but we do have to check for target visibility. So we'll roll 1 die, and that's low visibility, which is a +2 DRM, and I still had the markers on there from before. So now we'll do any aircraft and get a 10. That's heavy. And we can re-roll because it's italicized, and in June, July, you can re-roll that. So absolutely, we will do that. And we got a 3, which is a whole lot better because the 3 is light. So 3 is light and 1 aircraft. So we'll draw 1 of our 4 aircraft out. We get number 2. So that would be This guy right here, that's Stein. And now we got to roll to see what happens. So we'll roll our D6 and our D10 on this table right here. We get a 4, which is starboard wing, and a 6, which is what I always seem to roll, because guess what that is? Destroyed. Oh, again. And so it looks like Stein is going down. He's a veteran, so he does get a -1 on the bailout roll, and I always do that. I pick up his instead of the veteran status. It's a -1 on bailout or landing. There will be no landing because his plane just got shot down. So we'll roll our D6, and I'm going to roll one of the white ones because I've been having some bad luck here. Now, a 5 -1 is a 4, so that is a successful bailout. Yeah, and the gunner has the same thing. He has a -1 for bailout as well. Now we have to roll to see if they can avoid capture because we are in Zone 5. So Zone 5, a 1 to 3 would be a successful evasion. Otherwise, if it's over a 4, he becomes a POW, I guess. Well, they become POWs. All right. And it's an 8, so they have been captured. So it's off to the POW camp, which probably is not much fun in the Soviet Union. And their aircraft has obviously been destroyed. So let me throw another aircraft destroyed on here. And we move on to the bomb run. So we get a +2 for the visibility. And Rudel will get a -2, I believe, on the die roll. -3 for a large target. So that nets out to a -1. So let's see what Rudel gets here. He gets a 9, which is bad. 9 on a large is a 10, but it becomes an 8 with the modifier because he did get a -1. I need to move that down. So that becomes a 20, which is still a pretty bad score for our best pilot, essentially. I mean, he was kind of a big deal. Now, here we have no DRM for the ordnance, so we just take the +2. And that'll also be true here. So we need to roll low. And we get a 4, which becomes a 6, and a 6 is a 40. And now we'll do Kluber. He also gets a 4, so we know that that's a 40. So we got 40, 40, and 20, which is, of course, 100. You divide that by 4, that's a mission score of 25. Because you do have to count him. He did reach the target. That's, so we had four aircraft, and we scored a total of 100 points. So now we have to take our butts back home. And so let's head out. And we're going to move back to 4, take card, waypoint reached, no effect. Roll for interception. A 7 is no contact. Good. Go to 3, draw a card, lead from the front. Inspired by the flight leader, remove 1 crew stress from 2 flying crews. Well, we only have 1 that has stress, but I will gladly take it away from them. And I will go to 2, draw a card, command confusion, move mission counter 1 zone away from formation. We already did that. We already did the mission, is what I mean. So that's basically no effect. We'll roll for interception, get a 1, which is no contact. And so we get here. We draw an event card, but there is no interception. Good intel, remove 1 CS from any 2 pilots. Nobody has any. And we go to the landing. Now, no stress, and they're all veterans, so that we don't have to roll for the landing. We automatically get a successful landing. I apologize for the soft focus there. It's on autofocus, and sometimes it has a mind of its own. That was a really short mission, but we are back. It was not a particularly successful mission, but that is going to do it for this one. So this was a nice short video for you guys. And yeah, there will be at least one more video here in this series, but that's going to do it for this one. So Well, let's take a look at, I did this last time. You move all your counters down, all your mission timers or timers down. So let me show you that here in a minute. Let me refocus realign the camera, sorry. Okay, so I have not yet moved my pilots from the mission back here. They don't have any stress, so it's easier, it's less crowded. All these guys will lose 1 stress. So the ones that are 1 stress I can pull off, and I can pull one of this massive pile off of Rupert, who had 8 coming into that week. So these guys will go down to having 3 instead of 4. They took a beating in the previous mission two missions ago, I guess. And then these guys will go down to 1. Vutka and Sharnovsky will go to 1. That takes care of that. These counters go down to 1, so we have 1 until we get our new pilots. And then these will also go down to 1. Well, 1 and 2, and then these will go to 7. So we'll get new aircraft. Right now we have, I guess we have not that many aircraft, 6. We have 2 that are damaged and 2 that are destroyed of our 10. So that leaves us with 6 active aircraft at the moment. So we have more crew than we have aircraft. But we will be picking up some crew after the next mission. And we'll also be adding back 1 of our damaged aircraft. We'll return to action, which will move us up to 7. So that'll be good. So that will do it for this one. I hope you found it entertaining at least. It was relatively short. But until next time, that's going to do it. So please consider liking, sharing, or subscribing as always. Feel free to comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But for now, that's it. My name's Joe. This is Hexed Encountered. And until next time, happy gaming.